The timing couldn't be worse. This is Hasan Abi, Abi. This dude apparently is from the last video I did the other day, a couple of days ago. Very left-wing, liberal, something. I don't know. So I figured I'd go to his page and see what his latest video is about. And it's already, I forget what the thumbnail was, but I think it had Trump in it or something. He's got a lot about Trump. Let's see, videos. Yeah, it had Trump on the front. So the timing couldn't be worse. Let's see what he's going to cry about.
Trump heads to China for high-stakes summit. Let's keep going.
The U.S. in an awkward position when it comes to China. So as we mentioned, President Trump leaves today.
Living the dream, by the way. You hate to see a different queen thrive. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm not glad that that happened to you. It should have happened to me instead. That's how I feel about this, and I'm going to be open about it.
What is he even talking about right now? Do what? Go back.
Trump heads to China for high-stakes summit. Let's keep going.
The U.S. in an
high-stakes summit.
awkward position when it comes to China. So as we mentioned, President Trump leaves today.
Living the dream, by the way. You hate to see a different queen thrive.
Who's the queen? Are you the queen? Hasan's acting like a queen.
Sorry.
I don't know.
Oh, I'm not glad that that happened to you. It should have.
Why does he blur his chat? He doesn't want people to see what they're saying. Is his chat against him or for him? Why is he blurring that?
Happened to me instead. That's how I feel about this, and I'm going to be open about it. I'm going to be honest about it, because he was talking about how wonderful of a show that the Chinese put on every time the Americans get there, and I was thinking in my head, I'm like, F you. You don't even deserve it. You don't even deserve it. You don't deserve the Chinese showmanship, okay?
You got to give respect to get respect, and he obviously is getting the respect of China because he's earned it some way or another. What's your big hang up, man?
They're going to roll out the goddamn red carpet. You don't deserve it at all.
Are you jealous?
High-stakes visit with Chinese leader Xi Jinping. Anna Coren reports China could play a role in helping end the conflict if it gets concessions from the U.S.
So because he has to do what he has to do to function, part of the job of the United States president is going to handle business with other leaders and rulers of other places, but he doesn't deserve for them to be like not cooperative, what's the right word? What is the word? Casual? Not casual. Like civil is the word, definitely the word. He doesn't deserve to be civil to them and them to be civil to him. What do you mean?
As President Trump prepares to depart for Beijing for this year's most consequential bilateral summit, the Iran war will loom large.
I thought this was about China, not the Iran war.
Trump had postponed the trip back in March, expecting the conflict to be over by the time he met with President Xi.
This dude hates him with a passion, you can tell. He's just like, or maybe he's doing it for the views. Maybe he don't really hate him. Maybe he's just like, let me pamper and cater to all these liberals that love me for hating on Trump, and I already have a platform, so I'm going to be the biggest hater I can be.
Instead,
Nope. Nope. Didn't happen.
It's following him to China.
What didn't happen? Did I miss something while I was talking?
Large. Trump had postponed the trip back in March, expecting the conflict to be over by the time he met with President Xi.
Oh, expecting the
Instead-
conflict to be over.
Nope.
Why are you laughing about that? Like, that's something you should hope for as well.
Didn't happen.
It's following him to China.
Are you laughing because he failed? So you're laughing because the leader of the country that you live in failed to get us something resolved? Like, obviously wanted it to, where it's not really his fault that it failed. He didn't fail. Like, there's just, you know, whenever you're dealing with what they're dealing, I bet you couldn't do a better job, is all I'm going to say.
Hormuz has not been open. You know, U.S. really need exit, and this exit is in Beijing. I think.
Chinese analyst Henry Wang says Beijing has leverage over Iran as its largest trading partner. He
Okay.
believes Xi could provide a much-needed off-ramp for Trump, but it's likely to come at a price. Xi wants a reduction.
I mean, everybody's got their price. Everybody's got, now he doesn't have all this blurred. Everybody's got their price. Everybody's got their weaknesses and their strengths. Obviously, their strength is they've got a better relationship to be able to, I don't know, do whatever they want with Iran and get them to give in.
Reduction in tariffs, removal of export controls on advanced semiconductors, and sanctions lifted.
All these statements in here with no backing. Like this. No backing.
But what he wants most is Taiwan. And that would involve the U.S.
So, China gets mad if you call Taiwan a country. The U.S. obviously has some kind of hold on the existence of Taiwan. I don't know what that is, but obviously he wants Taiwan to be back in control of China, and that's their price to get Iran to cooperate. Is you give us Taiwan, we'll give you Iran.
is changing its position on the self-governed island and reducing its decades of military support. It's almost 9 years since Trump was last in China, and a lot has changed. This country of 1.4 billion people has become a manufacturing powerhouse, as we witnessed last week when we visited a dark factory operating 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
But all that robotic stuff is coming here to America as well. I'm waiting for this guy to cry, though. Like, what is he just reacting to whatever this video is that he's watching without actually giving any input?
Run by AI and robots. It's a very different landscape, and Trump is no longer holding all the cards.
President Trump leaves today for Beijing for a high-stakes summit with Chinese President Xi Jinping, and the war with Iran is over.
Again, it should have been me!
What were you gonna do? What are you gonna do, Hasan the Hun? Hasan the Hun? What are you gonna do, dude? Nothing.
Sorry. I don't know what came over me.
This dude.
He's going to have the best food. He's going to have the best food. He's not even going to like it. He's going to be like, why is there no McDonald's? A Chinese McDonald's not good enough by my American standards. It's just.
Is there not a... First he says there's not going to be a McDonald's. Then he says a Chinese McDonald's not good enough. So do they have McDonald's in China, or do they not?
Annoying. He's gonna sit in a high-speed rail, or I think Xi Jinping has like a special train that they roll out for. It's a high-speed rail that they roll out for like foreign dignitaries, and he's gonna get in that and be like, "Oh, this is. I don't want to bring this to America. I will never bring this to America. I hate."
So you're making a video on a bunch of hypotheticals is what you're doing. You're not really basing anything that you have to say in fact, right?
Oh, you know what the best method of travel is? A Ford F-450.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah, well, it might be the best mode of travel. Who knows?
And perhaps influencing what would have been the major issues at play, trade tensions and China's designs on Taiwan. The president says the ceasefire with Iran is on, quote, life support. The Strait of Hormuz remains essentially closed, and Iran has not conceded to the president's demands for peace. Let's get.
Yeah, but nobody wants to talk about the fact that Trump literally has a chokehold on Iran right now because the stuff going on over there. They just won't give in, so they're paying outrageous gas prices and stuff like that. They don't have the access to things that they normally have. They're falling apart over there.
Get right to CNN's Elaine.
Just to be closer to Xi Jinping, I'd become president of the United States. I'd run.
Nobody's voting for you, dude. Like, you're talking about supposedly Biden got the most votes in history, which I don't think all of those were. I think most of that was inflated beyond your imaginable. Your imagination beyond whatever you can think of. I think it was inflated on like 6-1 odds.
Just for that goal.
You're not
In a
even
train
getting that, dude.
at the White House. You know, this trip has been on the calendar, actually moved, but for some time, a lot of desires to get things done here. But what does it play now?
Yeah, look, I think initially the White House, John, really wanted this to be a visit about trade and the economy, and also, you know, almost a watershed moment for these two leaders of these superpower economies. But so much of it is being now overshadowed by the war in Iran and also this longstanding dispute over Taiwan. But I do want to get into a little bit about what the White House wants this to be about. We know, of course, that really this bruising tariff fight between the U.S. and China has really dominated much.
I mean, it's going to continue to go despite the fact that the United States and China have a separate ongoing issue, that doesn't mean it's going to change this other issue that they're trying to tackle. China wants Taiwan. America wants Iran. I don't know how that's going to go, but that's like two different sides of a coin right there. They're not the same issue.
Much of last year, but President Trump and Chinese Xi Jinping did agree to almost like this fragile truce.
We need BYD. We need BYD. I think BYDs are, they're all right. I want a Yangwang. I want the jumping car, the supercar. The Yangwang, what is it, U9? Oof. Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
Then move over there and buy you one, bro.
I want a Huawei phone. Oh, that'd be so sick. Huawei!
You're definitely an iPhone user, though, right? You're definitely an iPhone user. I guarantee you. You got to be an iPhone user. You don't use Android. You don't use Samsung from Korea. None of that.
Last fall, and the White
Wait, Yangwang and his BYD? Wait, which one is the one that I like? Oh, it is the Yangwang. It is BYD. Oh my God. Yeah, no, I was thinking of the U9. I was thinking of the U9, not the Xiaomi SU7. I was thinking of the U9, bro. Look at the Gyat.
I bet he doesn't even know what that's for. Guaranteed.
Where are you
He just sees it jumping. He's like, "Ooh, that car jumps. I want it."
jumping to? Bro, I need this, okay? You want to know why I need this? I need this more than anyone else. If you've ever driven in Los Angeles, California, you...
Okay, maybe I take it back. Maybe he does know what the jumping is for. But I still think that he just is a little out there on some of this stuff.
You know, this is an absolute necessity. This is an absolute necessity for all the potholes. They never fix these goddamn roads.
It's not even that bad. Try going to Michigan, bro.
Okay, and we have literally the best weather, and there's still unbelievable amounts of potholes.
That's because your government, who thinks like you, all liberal, left-minded and shit, don't know how to use taxes to fix the roads. They just know how to use taxes to pocket and get rich and then get out of government and let somebody else come in and take all your money.
haggling over potential Chinese purchases of American products. That includes commercial jetliners and soybeans, and also proposal for a joint board of trade that would bring government oversight to a lot of the commerce between these two countries. We're also known they're expected, of course, to talk about tariffs and how to adjust them as they remain at a very high level. But again, a lot of this is also going to be dominated by what is happening in Iran. I'd remind you that China has seen a lot of high-profile leaders come to the country recently. We saw the Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi met with his Chinese counterpart last week. Russian President Vladimir Putin is expected to travel.
He's probably going to get mad too about this. Oh, he met with the Russian. It should have been me. I should have met with the Russian president.
Travel to the country just days after President Trump departs. So a lot that is going on here for, global geopolitics as well. And I think when it comes down to the Iran war, what's going to be very interesting is I spoke with a lot of my sources here at the White House yesterday about the latest of, the president saying that this war, or the ceasefire rather, is on life support. I mean, it'll be interesting to see whether or not
she already said something about it being on the life support. This is CNN, so she got to highlight worst parts she can.
The president is going to ask for Xi Jinping to almost aid in bringing the Iranians to the table. We know.
I'll tell you what I do like. This dude right here doesn't seem like he's got a lot of bright ideas, but I like that whenever he has something to say, he can make his little box bigger. I'm going to do that. I got a little button I can fix for that. But yeah. Good idea. I don't necessarily know if you thought of it, but you're using it, so good idea.
Oof, American media. Words you never want to hear coming from the mouths of the State Department-backed American media.
It's CNN, though. It's like, I don't know if you really want to count anything they have to say.
President Donald Trump is asking for aid from Xi Jinping. Hello, I really f***ed up this time. Please help me.
The Chinese have been very close in communicating with the Iranians throughout this entire process. So that could be another key part of this. We're just going to have to see. I am told as well that the president, who in recent days has been contemplating moving back to major combat operations with Iran, more than he has so in weeks, he is not expected to make a decision on how to proceed with the Iran war before departing for China. So a lot at stake here.
And an Iranian spokesman and advisor to the supreme leader apparently trolling the president ahead of that Beijing trip, saying, and I quote here, Mr. Trump never imagined that by taking advantage of Iran's current calm, you will be able to enter Beijing triumphantly.
Imagine that, taking advantage of. Who says we're taking advantage of their current calm? What are they going to do if they're not calm? But for one, but for two, what? Who says that we're taking advantage, or he's taking advantage? He'll be able to enter. That doesn't.
What are you hearing from the White House about how? What is expected from this Beijing trip and how Iran might...
Oh, Trump can't enter Beijing triumphantly. He's got their hold on them too.
Sort of feed into the narrative at this point.
Just because Beijing wants Taiwan doesn't mean that Trump can't offer them something else that they could want more than Taiwan.
Well, according to an administration official this weekend, they are going to bring pressure on Beijing when it comes to the war. Of course, they could serve as an effective interlocutor with the Iranians to try to drive them to the table. And a former senior official said that it is almost inevitable that Trump will be asking Xi Jinping for help on next steps. Now, of course, this is likely to overshadow a lot of this trip. Trump, of course, wanted this conflict to be wrapped up already before he went on this trip. He already had to postpone it once due to
comments like this. Trump has zero leverage. What pressure? He's got leverage. You just don't want to look at the bigger picture.
To the war, another former official said this is.
All right, I've seen enough. Roll the tape.
我在北京，老天保佑金山银山全不远，老天教唆别。
This dude like loves China so much and so anti-Trump succeeding in anything that is America first. Why doesn't this dude just go over there and offer to hide under Xi Jinping's desk and just give him whatever he wants anytime he wants it? Because that's what this guy's acting like. Like, damn, dude, slobbing on something, bro.
老天保佑金山银山全不远，老天教。
Yeah, I think I'm done with this, but dude really doesn't have anything informative or productive or valuable to add to say to any of this. He's just like, I don't know, I feel like his whole chat is an echo chamber, and they're all just like circle jerking each other. So I want to end the video here, but I don't feel like it's worth going on with this video. Anyways, that's all.